How we doing, everybody? This is Bryce coming at you once again from Velocity Powersports in Ladson, South Carolina. I'm sitting inside a pretty special side-by-side right now, but before I get into that, I had to just give a shout out to my little brother Gabe back home in West Virginia. Love and miss you so very much, buddy. You're the reason why I'm doing this. You're the reason why I'm working so hard right now, and I hope I get to see you soon, and Mom too. Love you guys. Yeah, this side-by-side that I'm sitting in is pretty cool. I like this thing a lot. Can-Am has done a wonderful job with their side-by-sides as of late, and I think that this side-by-side is absolutely no exception to that rule. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show y'all exactly what I'm sitting in right now. This absolutely gorgeous closed cab side-by-side just so happens to be the 2021 Can-Am Defender Pro HD10 Limited. Like I said, with that closed cab and the extended bed on the back of it, this thing is unbelievable. This bad boy has 3,000 pounds of off-road towing capability, 11 inches of suspension, a 5x6 foot bed, a massive bed on the back of this thing. I won't lie to you, it looks kind of silly from this angle, but the practicality of having a bed like that on the back of a side-by-side like this one is unable to be able to put into words, in my personal opinion. Talk about that closed cab a little bit on this side-by-side. It's got air conditioning inside of it, a working windshield wiper, electric roll down side windows. That windshield actually pops out with a lever inside of the cab. I'll show you guys that here in a bit. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, Visco lock. It's got the diff lock as well. This side-by-side is the absolute full package. And I'll tell you what, if I had a big plot of land and I had the money to afford a beautiful side-by-side like this one, I, without a hesitation, would purchase this for myself. Mostly because of its base value, but there is so much more you can put onto this side-by-side and do with this side-by-side to customize it to your absolute liking. The side panel doors actually come off as well if that's what you're looking for, which is really, really nice. I'm not gonna do that this video because it's a little bit of a process and I don't wanna mess something up on this side-by-side that we're most likely gonna be selling here fairly soon. But what a wonderful, wonderful Defender that we have here. That's the beauty of these Defenders that I've been seeing, is that they come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. I know that when I first got here about a year ago, we had a Defender HD8 here as well that was silver and had like 35-inch rims on it and a 25-inch lift kit on it. It's crazy the stuff that you can do to these Defenders easily and make them incredibly unique, and this Defender is no exception to that once again. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in this thing, and I want to show y'all the peace and quiet of being inside of the cab while driving this thing. But before I do that, I want to show you a little bit of the interior as well. These are the doors on the inside. Solid, very, very solid. And up top you can see where they're easily removable off the side of this thing. I love the leather with that nylon on these seats. These limited seats look so very good. And I've seen these on a few of the special editions before. Give you a look at the display up front, nothing too crazy. You got your air vent up here, easily adjustable. You got your headlights right there. There's your winch. The bed is actually hydraulic, which is super, super cool. I'll go ahead and give you guys a look at that real quick. I am pressing the button right now, as you can tell. That's what she looks like. Awesome dump bed on the back of it. Completely enclosed cab in here. Here's your lever to pop the windscreen. I'm not gonna go through that. Just believe me that it pops open. I promise it does. You can see on the side here. There's your rear diff lock up there. There's your windshield wiper right here. Never gets old. Never gets old at all. And yeah, give me one sec, guys, and I'm gonna take y'all down the road and let y'all see what this thing sounds like, or better yet, what it doesn't sound like. And now that we're cruising at about 20 miles an hour, it's really tough to tell that we're up to speed on this beautiful thing. Such a smooth ride, and it's just such a unique experience being inside of a side-by-side like this. Completely enclosed, it just feels like you're driving a car. It's very, very odd, and yet so very luxurious for an experience that is normally expected to be no windows, no windscreen, just wide open cab, wind blowing through your hair. I'll show you how easily the windows come down here real quick with this thing, dropping all the way down. So very cool. It really is like driving a car, man. This thing is about as good as it gets. Yeah, like I said, we got a lot of different types of Defenders down here that I've seen previously. We get the HD8s, the HD10s, and I believe there's an HD5 as well. We don't see those as much because we look for the bigger engines when we're selling stuff like this, but really is such a complete unit, such a complete side-by-side. And there's just a whole lot of practicality on the utility spectrum of this. Classy, being able to sit inside of the cab and just relax and roll the windows down if you want, or close it up if the weather gets too rough on you. But yeah, it's overall a beautiful machine, and I'm sure that it won't be here very long at all. We got a lot more machines just like this one down here at Velocity Powersports once again in Ladson, South Carolina. So if you guys are looking for something like this to take back in through the sticks or down the field, wherever you're taking this thing, or even on the road, then you know where to find us, guys. We'd love to help set you up with the right unit for the right needs and the right price, y'all. And I'm gonna ask y'all to please take care of yourselves this week. Find somebody you love, give them a very big hug for me, and you guys take it easy. God bless.